did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the Monster Mash.
Ooh, Monster House is a Halloween motion capture animated film that came out in 2006 and it was directed by Gil Kenan, who also directed City of Ark and Poltergeist, the remake. So, Monster House was produced by Relativity Media, Amblin Entertainment, Image Movers Entertainment, and Columbia Pictures. Before this movie, Image Movers produced another motion capture film, The Polar Express. The Polar Express was actually the first fully animated motion capture film, and apparently they wanted to do more. So we got Monster House. I really do not like motion capture animation just because of how ugly the animation looks. I usually prefer something like CGI or traditional animation. When characters move around in motion capture, it just looks really jarring to look at. Just in case you don't know what motion capture is, it's when the actors actually act out the movie with motion capture suits on them. The suits have a bunch of these markers glued on them which track their performances to be animated. It was used way before The Polar Express in movies such as Lord of the Rings and Planet of the Apes. The animation may be bad in Monster House, but bad animation doesn't mean bad movie. So I'm here to talk about Monster House. Is it a memorable animated Halloween movie worth watching, or should you spend your time with other animated Halloween movies?
On July 21st, 3 friends are going inside.
We have a ping pong table in our basement.
And the adventure of the summer begins.
What are you 3 up to?
Oh, nothing.
Monster House. Stupid house. Directed by Gil Kenan. See it in 3D in select theaters.
Monster House is about a 12-year-old boy named DJ. His parents are going away for a date and he is stuck with a babysitter who he finds annoying. DJ spies on his creepy elderly neighbor across the street, Nevercracker, who always screams at people telling them not to have stuff on his lawn. If they do, the house takes it and it's never to be seen again. Nevercracker then gets mad at DJ and his friend Chowder for going on his lawn, and Nevercracker has a stroke.
Why can't you just stay away from her?
I should also mention this is probably the worst animated scene in the whole movie. I'm not saying that seeing someone have a stroke should be enjoyable to look at, but the animation for this scene specifically was horrendous.
Boo! Trick or treat!
We are then introduced to Jenny, who DJ and Chowder both have a crush on. She's annoyed by both of them, but she hangs out with them because she is also curious about the Monster House. This is where the plot takes off, with DJ, Chowder, and Jenny exploring the inside of the house. I feel like this movie has a little bit of a weak start. From the characters to the setting, everything just feels empty and uninteresting. As the movie progresses, it gets a lot better with us finding out more about the house and the clever twists this movie has to offer. The script for this movie was written by Dan Harmon, who is the co-creator of Rick and Morty and the creator of Community. It was also written by Rob Schraub, who directed episodes of Community and the creator of the Scud the Disposable Assassin comics. The environment, as I said, is pretty empty. We see people like the police, but where is everyone else? I'm not just talking about humans, there's no animals or anything, which is one of the main reasons why I feel this movie is pretty empty. As for the characters, they are pretty bland. Besides DJ being paranoid with what's going on with his neighbor's house, there's not much to him. He can be enjoyable to watch, but with not many character traits, DJ doesn't make that good of a character. His friend Chowder is the immature one, who I do find funny, which is surprising because I usually find immature characters, well, annoying. Then there's Jenny the Brainiac, and that's really all she is. She's also there to be the girl that DJ and Chowder like. This movie could have done a lot more with the characters. They kind of fall in the category of okay. With them not being annoying, they are still enjoyable to watch, but they are just really bland. We eventually get to see Nevercracker's relationship with the house, which is probably the best character relationship in this whole movie. As I said before, this movie is motion capture animation, so everything looks so ugly and realistic. It's one of the most uncommon forms of animation. It looks especially jarring seeing the characters move in this movie. I will admit, I did kind of admire Nevercracker's animation because the ugliness to him gave it a more creepy tone. Well, outside the stroke scene, that scene was unpleasant to look at. I feel the animation feels unfinished and just messy, but one thing that annoyed me was the use of the virtual camera with images constantly hitting the screen. Maybe it worked well for 3D, but watching it now, it looks pretty bad. As much as I don't like the animation, I love how this movie has a little bit of a cartoony style mixed in with creepy imagery. You could argue that the part of the cartoony style takes away from the creepiness to it, even though it tries to be a scary horror movie. They could not have things too scary for kids since, well, it's a kids movie. However, lots of parents complain that Monster House was too scary for kids, but the question is, would this movie be better as a PG-13 movie so they could get away with a lot more? Maybe it would be more enjoyable for me, but ratings-wise, it probably would not do as well because not as many kids would have seen it and older audiences probably would not be interested or give the movie a chance. It would be cool to see more kid horror animation since that is pretty rare. Well, if you make it for kids, you can't give them nightmares, and how little kids get scared easily, that's probably why we don't see it often.
You're not my mother. My mother doesn't have buttons?
We still get some mystery type shows with a horror type feel, so that's something. But anyways, Monster House. Its flaws can easily be seen, but if you sit down to give this movie a chance, you might have a fun time with it. It's a clever story and a funny movie overall, so I recommend it. However, it doesn't deserve to be up there as one of the best animated Halloween movies. I still think movies like Paranorman, Coraline, and Nightmare Before Christmas are better than this. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Monster House. Tell me what you all thought of the movie in the comments, and well, it's time to end this movie review with an and bye.